touchy good and nothing. They shouldn't do that. I can't take money for nothing. It goes right against my, I'll work it out. And then I didn't need to because I got this job earlier, but the whole idea of getting money for nothing is just weird. In retrospect, I would have done it at the end if I needed it badly, but it was not a part of my thing. It was nothing I quickly gravitated to at all because it was just not right. I can't take money I haven't earned. So look, the welfare state mentality, or fostering the welfare state mentality is criminal in my mind. And the attitude of, I'm entitled to a free lunch, the world owes me a living, I'm entitled to a job, the nanny state, the cradle-to-grave entitlement attitude. This is destructive to the power of the human spirit and it wrecks world economies. It's the reason why America is right now, is because there's such a problem, and because whether it's in the economic ecology of the world, 2 and 2 makes 4, it doesn't make 5. And there is no fairy godmother who's going to come along and suddenly magically make your life better. It just isn't going to happen. You not only have a responsibility to look after your own life, you are the one to do it. Because when you think of it, when a person has that attitude and they want to bludge off other people and take, it's like, wow, the person you're taking from or expecting to sort of help you out because you feel like they've got their own life to live. Why not you prop their life up? Why would you expect them to prop your life up? I get passionate about this stuff. This is a personal experience of my family that talks about this. I won't go into it. I'll try to just talk. But basically, hey, most people are too busy looking after your own wife and kids, and so they should. They don't have responsibility to look after your life. So I feel it's really important to sort of understand that. Unfortunately, just in the system, governments around the world have got to have a welfare system for legitimate people. But of course, in that net, people who aren't deserving sort of find a way to take advantage of that too, sadly, and it's probably pretty difficult to police, but that's the way it is. So understanding that you're in charge of your own life, that when something happens to you that you don't like, the other day, one way or the other, you're responsible. It's hard to describe it, like it's hard to accept that, but you are responsible for your own life. Because basically, you chose it, you did things, you're the orchestrator, you're the one who made it happen. So, and the fact is that if you don't like something that happens to you, see, most people, something happens to you you don't like, you want to blame the government, blame somebody else, blame your neighbours, blame whoever, circumstances, anything but yourself. On the other hand, if things do go well for you, rightfully, you want to take credit, you wouldn't. Hey, look, I'm happy to take credit where I've done something well, but the maturity is to take discredit or take responsibility when things don't go well. Because by taking responsibility is the first step to becoming a mature, stronger person. And also, you see, and I know that you guys, I'm sure you guys know this stuff, but the strength of your character is critical. Like, I'll start off by saying, you get and apparently this is true, but I'll sort of just might say it in the simplest way, like a lion cub is brought up by people in a zoo. It's in under human sort of control, and I make a pet of this lion. It grows into a full-grown lion, and they roll around it. You see that on National Geographic. So this awesome big lion, tiger, and it's playful. It's just being looked after by humans. but it's never learned self-preservation. And you take it out into the wild, they drop out the forward ride, they drive away. And it gets eaten by the rabbits. And it just doesn't know how to look after itself. And the thing that's never been trained to chase after the prey. Maybe the instincts will kick in, so maybe the analogy is perfect as it should be. But when you get a person who's been propped up and looked after by the government, which is us, or by other family members, if they're cut loose, if the mum and dad die, or somehow, hey, we're sick of looking after you, look after yourself, now they just shrivel up because they don't know how to look after themselves. So self-preservation and being responsible is important. But part of that is being able to maturely, your character strength is built by partially, I'll probably go a little bit longer actually, because karate starts at where due to start at 3:30 a.m. Getting changed in the gears, going to be 10:30 minutes. What time's the karate finish?
5:30.
5:30. Is when, see, things will happen to you. Again, I'm stating the obvious, I know you know this, but you may cut your finger, you may break your wrist, you may lose an arm, you may be paralysed, your car may be destroyed in an accident, your house may burn down, a close family member loses an eye, one of the kids is killed in a car accident. It goes from small, you get a flat tyre and you're late for an appointment. That can be bad enough, you know. The nasty things that can happen to you can be pretty minor, or they can be really, really big. But at the end of the day, once that's over, life does go on for you, okay? Unless you commit suicide or something. Life will go on when you die, because life will go on for you. And you've got maybe other family members around you, you've got a responsibility to live the best life you can to continue. So, your ability to not let it totally annihilate you and to somehow maturely sulk, if it's sulking, or feel sad if it's sad, but minimise that. Handle it properly, handle it honestly, don't hide from it, but try and minimise that downtime and get on with life, your ability to, I'm particularly talking about disappointments, you know. Your ability to go through it is what will make you more stronger. And the stronger, the more you go through it. I know for myself, you heard some of the things I went through, some of the stuff I went through with Adrian, who was just so bad. The cancer, I could have died. The EKGB, the court case in London, the various things I've been through, they did strengthen me. I didn't want to go through them, but when I did go through them, they did strengthen me to make me feel stronger, more determined, and more, able to see life in a balanced way.